Okay, that's high enough. Right, let's go into auto-tune now. Here we go. Alright, it's doing the XY coordinate. Let's drag it back. And I think yesterday we spent about 5.5 minutes and it didn't complete, so this time we've got a full battery charge and we've come out here only to do the auto trim, nothing else. Right, it's a very no wind today. It's been raining all day long and it is soaking wet the ground, but it's stopped raining right now. It's been probably about 1.5 minutes. Yesterday we spent 6 minutes doing this and it did not complete. I think it finished the X axes, but it did not finish the Y axes. So today, hopefully, we'll be able to do the X and Y. We'll see what happens. I haven't got no laptop today. I haven't got my full kit. We're only here to do auto-tune, so just my Erle Copter and the camera. There's absolutely no wind, zero wind, which is actually good, but we've got a lot of insects in the air. Let's bring it back a little. It's still doing the XY axes. It's been about 3 minutes, I think. And this is going on and on. There's no tether. You'll notice I'm not using any tethers now. Still doing the XY axes. We're at around 3.5 minutes, I think. Not 100% sure. I think 3.5 minutes. I'm not touching the controls right now. I'm letting it do its thing. Alright, let's bring it back a little. Still doing the x-axis. We haven't moved on to the y-axis yet. The first time I tried this, if I remember correctly, I think one of the propellers fell off. The second time I tried it, which was yesterday, that was when the battery ran out. And this is the third time now I'm attempting this. Let's bring this back a little. Right, the battery is good to go for, I think, something like 18 minutes or 20 minutes, something like that. I haven't done a full test, but it's good to go for quite some time. So, hopefully nothing goes wrong. It's still doing the x-axis. We're now maybe 5.5 minutes into this. Let's bring it back a little. It's very still, which is good. Okay, now we've switched to the y-axis. So we're making progress now. We're at around, I think it might start raining now. We're now onto the y-axis. Let's drag it back a little. It's now beginning to spit. Yeah, it's not raining, but it is spitting. There is some moisture. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Let's wait and see. You can also see how stable it is. So when it dinks, when it's doing its autotune and it's dinking, and then it levels out, it sort of stays on the spot, roughly speaking. There is some movement, but roughly speaking, it will stay in a spot. So it's quite well balanced. And you can see that once it's done a dink towards me, it keeps moving towards me, yeah, and that's good. That's what you want. That means it's very, very finely balanced. And when it dinks away from me, the copter continues going away from me, even though it's leveled out. Yeah, that's actually what you want. This is good. This is a good thing. If the copter has some forward momentum, if it's finely balanced, it will continue going forward. If it's moving left, then there should be some, even when it's leveled out, the copter should continue going left, but obviously gradually come to a halt. And that's really down to momentum, nothing else. Let's bring it back in a little. So we've been up in the air for, I think, around about 8 minutes. I make it, I think. I don't actually know what time I launched, but I think about 8 minutes. And it's not going to do auto-tune for the yaw settings, by the way. It's only getting the X and Y axes. That's roll and pitch. It's not going to bother doing yaw. I'm not interested. I don't care about yaw. I'm interested only in the pitch and roll. Let's drag it back a little. Right, it's been up in the air for, I think, about 11 minutes now. Still going on. Yeah, you need a long-lasting battery to do auto-tune, I think. Let's drag it back. I know that on this copter, the 5200 milliamp battery lasts for about, I think 17 minutes, I think. I've got the 8000 on, and I've never done a flat-out test. But probably about 20 minutes you can get from the 8000. Auto-tune still going on. It's been about 11.5 minutes, I think. Okay, now believe it or not, it is now starting to rain. I seriously cannot believe this. First time I tried this, the propeller fell off. Second time, yesterday, my battery ran out. Today, it is now starting to rain. I honestly can't believe it. And it's been 12 and a half minutes, I think. It's not raining heavily, but it is spitting. So this is not ideal. I'm just gonna... The rain is getting heavier now. Okay. It's still going on. We've now been at it for about 12 and a half minutes, I'd say. We've been at it for so long, it's starting to rain. When I started, it was not raining, now it's raining. This auto-tune, it takes way too long, far too long. Yep, it is spitting now, definitely. I can feel it. So we're going to have to land this copter. I think we're going to have to abandon auto-tune. If this does not complete, then we will just abandon it and we're going to have to try for a 4th time. I mean, this is just getting silly now. Right. Right, we've been up in the air for about 14 minutes, I make it, and it's still going on. 14 minutes. When I started, it was not raining. It's been up in the air for so long, it's now started raining. Okay, I think it's done. Okay. Right, let us land the copter now. Okay, disarm. Disarm. It's not disarming. Now it's disarmed. Okay.